悪魔だからなんだってんだ。デモニがフルールウランジャグシークラッ手も足もいらないなんだってうわっ
You ever notice how anime characters love to underestimate the exact person they really shouldn't? A second later, they get humbled so hard they remember the power gap instantly? In today's video, we're diving into those exact moments where anime characters forgot who they were dealing with and got reminded of it in the harshest way possible. We start this list with the moment the Wizard King of the Clover Kingdom had to remind everyone exactly why he sits at the very top.
時に対抗できるのは光しかない。取った。
君では私に勝てないよ。
速さにもついてくるのか。
返すよ。
僕の魔法を加速させた。この男の強さはどこだ。この男のグリモワールは
あそこだよ。
When Kid and Law managed to take down Big Mom, Kid walked away with a whole new level of confidence, maybe a little too much for his own good, because when he tried to take on another Yonko, Shanks made it painfully clear that this wasn't Big Mom he was dealing with anymore. This was Big Daddy Shanks.
さすがだな。
ケストラー。
赤髪。カムサイ。
Everyone in the underworld knows his name, Taro Sakamoto, a retired legend who used to be the best assassin alive. But some people hear retired and think out of shape. Big mistake. Well, technically he is out of shape. He picked up a few extra pounds, but he definitely didn't forget how to fight.
No 頼るのは三流の証だ。偽善者の一人。どこまで持つか。よく喋るやつだな。
まさに究極の殺し屋。
ここは優先席だ。譲れ。
まあ、ありがとね。
この強靭なパワーは。夢も理想も忘れた小市民のクソ社会に必要なんだ。
殺したくない。
Sakamoto literally toyed with him, only using a sticker, a pen, and still being a complete gentleman to everyone on the train. He shut the whole situation down like it was nothing. This is exactly what happens when you try to fight a legend. And speaking of a legend, next up we got another one, Thors from Vinland Saga. When Thors and his men were trapped on that ship, he showed exactly why his name carries so much weight, stepping forward with absolute confidence and reminding everyone why he's respected as one of the strongest warriors of his era. Next we got Gon. Morel always knew Gon had potential, but after everything that happened with the Chimera Ants, he didn't think the kid was truly ready for what was coming, so he pushed him a little, just to see where he stood. Morel wanted to test him, and Gon made sure he'd never forget who he was dealing with.
お前の覚悟を見せてもらおうか。もしもそれがふぬけた一発なら。
本気でいいの？
ふざけんな！
ゴン、もう十分だ。
キルはサンキュー。本当に殺しちゃうとこだった。
When the humans had to face the Beast Titan, the situation looked worse than ever. He kept his distance, threw stones, and had the entire battlefield under control. But when the humans put everything on one last plan, the soldiers suddenly rushed straight toward the Titan.
俺の巨人が倒れて。一人の兵士に気をつけろって？こいつがリヴァイか。
さっきは随分と楽しそうだったな。
Now we got X from To Be Hero X. This moment shows exactly why he's the main character in this show, and why you should never underestimate him. When multiple enemies tried to take him down, X didn't tense up or get serious. He just moved, effortlessly slipping past every attack, shutting down each opponent without even changing his expression. No matter how many enemies stand in front of him, it's never enough to slow him down. And speaking of main characters who make entire armies of enemies look pointless, next up we got Rimuru.
死ね。メギド。死者
5214、5575。
一体何が起きておるというのだ。魔物の国の主なのか。
町を襲撃した異世界人か。
中身は違う。
違いないな。
魔物の国になど手を出したのが間違いだった。
Rimuru is usually one of the nicest main characters you'll ever see, always trying to solve problems without fighting. But the moment his nation was threatened and his people were hurt, he dropped all of it and got serious, reminding everyone that a peaceful slime can become terrifying when pushed too far.
お前の仲間はもう助からん。
けなきゃ。
何をされた。
助けなきゃ助けなきゃ。
俺外れるな。
Next on our list, we also got a character who looks harmless. Kenji might seem like the sweetest farm boy alive, but that innocent smile is exactly why people forget what he's really capable of. When his opponent pushed him too far, Kenji dropped the friendly act and showed a level of strength that caught everyone off guard. A reminder that underestimating him is one of the biggest mistakes you can make.
全頭よし、つかみは大失敗だ。止めて俺と戦ってみようよ。好きだらけ。顔面かよ。まずは遠距離も力だよね。
さよ1年後今日の下でインターンに励み。
ここ。
When Mirio stepped into the classroom, everyone just thought he was another goofy upperclassman. Nobody expected him to be the guy who could solo an entire room of students without taking a single hit. But the moment he activated his quirk, all that changed. Mirio turned the whole class into a showcase of why he's considered closest to becoming the next #1 hero.
びっくりさせんなよ。
バカな。
プラスチックの感触だった。
次は首を落としてやろう。
いて。この社会人は暇じゃねえんだよ。おじゃあ兄ちゃん。うわ悪霊か。あれやけに軽いな。ゆるキャラかてめえら。レーゲンさんって本物？
中心呼んだよ。
最新の立体映像ってやつか？
化け物かこの男は。
手品使ってたな。ペテン師集団め。大人に任しとけ。シャボン玉か
500キロタックルドンパンチ。
け上乗ったまま喋んじゃねえよ。それとだな、ガスマスクを外しなさい。そいや死ねえ。募集する。
Up next, we got a character who's actually not strong. He's a complete fraud, but acts like he's the most experienced exorcist in the entire series without psychic powers. But this time, everything changed. He suddenly received real power from the main character Mob, who's actually super strong, and that's how he got actually strong for once. And the way he used that power, pure entertainment and pure dominance at the same time. And because of that, it deserved a spot on our list.
体力も徐々に減っている。
うるせえ。もう終わりなのか。戦いは。
いやまだだ。パワーを引き出せ。
ぱ強えよお前。
Now we have a character who's actually super strong, overpowered to a level that doesn't even make sense anymore. Saitama doesn't brag, doesn't posture, and half the time he doesn't even look interested. And that's exactly why people forget who they're dealing with. But the moment Saitama decided to throw a single punch, the whole fight ends instantly. It's so effortless for him that even the most hyped villains end up looking like jokes. Saitama doesn't just win, he reminds everyone that they were never a challenge to begin with.
一文字名を半分に切る派か私のこので何かね一文字に塗りつぶされた者は名を失うならば貴様の力も奪ってくれる貴様の苦労もわしの力は黒この世界のあらゆる黒はわしのものじゃ名をつけてやろう挽回ということになるんかの真打白筆一文字この刀は刻み込むことができるかつてユーハバッハだった黒アリよそして恩師の命運もここまでさらば
Ichibe's Bankai was something special. The moment he activated it, the entire battlefield shifted in his favor. His ink didn't just stain the surroundings, it rewrote the very rules of the fight. Every stroke, every splash, every command carried a level of authority only someone of his status could wield. Watching him paint over his opponent's strength like it was nothing showed just how overwhelming he really is. Up next, we have a moment that changed the meaning of transformations forever.
このクズ野郎
After Frieza took out Krillin, everything changed in an instant. Goku's anger hit a level no one had ever seen before. It gave us one of the most iconic transformations in all of anime. You know it's about to get crazy when in anime someone's hair suddenly changes color. And you also know that when an anime character has white hair, there's a good chance they're insanely strong. Just like Gojo, the strongest sorcerer in JJK. You should never underestimate someone like him, even if you think you already took them down.
マジか
よう久しぶり元気ピンピンだよ
反転術式
俺も今までできたことねえよ
こいつハイになってる
ハインは俺を首ちょんぱしなかったことと
ハイ
術式反転赤
化け物が
誰も憎んじゃいない順転と反転仮想の質量を押し出す挙式紫
気になるか
当然だろなるほど
Now we have Luffy versus Lucci, round 2. Sure, Lucci had grown stronger since their last fight, but nowhere near enough to keep up with the monster Luffy had become, and the moment he activated Gear 5, the difference became obvious. Luffy toyed with him, laughed through the entire fight, and treated Lucci's attacks like they were nothing. What was supposed to be a serious clash turned into Luffy having fun, a complete reminder that the gap between them is bigger than ever.